After the break, it's time to share another moment with 5 Roses. Green tea is loaded with polyphenols, antioxidants, and nutrients that have powerful positive effects on the body and mind. It helps to clear our bodies of damaging free radicals, which allow us to live a happier, more positive, stress-free life where we can focus on things that really count. Our next guest is Vicki Sleet, who is full of time-saving lifestyle tips and ideas which can make our lives easier and more enjoyable. If you want the daily details in your life to be more manageable, and to feel lighter, more in control and less stressed, stay with us. We'll be talking to Vicki over a delicious glass of 5 Roses iced green tea after the break.
Five Roses blends only the top 2 leaves of the finest Ceylon teas. Because nobody makes better tea than you and 5 Roses.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Vicki Sleet knows all about clever ways to make our lives easier. As lifestyle editor of Good Housekeeping magazine, she's perfectly placed to pass on great ideas to people wanting to save time and to simplify their lives in clever and creative ways. Vicki, welcome to the loft.
Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for having me back.
Now, life nowadays is so busy. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start juggling and balancing. What are some of your tips?
Well, Jeannie, I think one of the things that we really try and focus on at Good Housekeeping is going back to those no-nonsense basics that just make sense. I mean, I don't know if you remember when you were little, just before school, you know, when we were in those first few years of school, that your mum used to say, put out your uniform, put out your socks, put out your shoes.
Yeah, the night before, it had to be all organised.
But nowadays, we all seem to be getting so caught up in Facebook and TV and what have you. And often, well, I know this sometimes happens in our house, is that things are chaotic in the morning. So go back to basics. Put out your wardrobe for the day, the next day. Put out your accessories and get your kids to do the same thing. It's 5 minutes the night before, and it just makes such a world of difference the next day.
Yeah, and then everyone else is accountable. It's not just mom's problem.
Well, exactly. And it's those old-fashioned basics that really, they do make a difference.
Old-fashioned rules work.
Absolutely.
What about something like food preparation as well? Like, going back to the same analogy, it would be like making your lunches the night before.
So it's making your lunches the night before. It's on a Sunday night, doing your prep for the week. So actually chopping up all those veggies and what have you, putting them into Tupperwares, and then, you know, you've got your ingredients for a salad or a stir fry that you don't necessarily have to make. If somebody else in the house can make them, fantastic. Also, meal planning. Meal planning is a really, really important one. It means that you can ask somebody else to help with the shopping. Yeah. Be it your husband, your housemate, or a kid who's one of your children, hopefully he's got a driver's license. But yeah, if you can really dish out the chores that other people have got to do, it can really help you as well.
I think it's all up to organisation, like being really organised. In my house, I know that if things are a little bit messy, then I'm all over the place.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm actually reading a book at the moment called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and it does sound quite dramatic. I'm about halfway through, but really the whole premise about that is when things are chaotic, like in your car, in your home, it is difficult to focus on the things that are important to you. Yeah. So if you're spending all your time picking up after yourself or everybody else, you're not actually doing the things that you're enjoying.
Exactly. And it's decluttering as well, I suppose. We did an interview the other day about getting rid of clutter.
Clutter really is, we live in such a consumerist society, and I like shopping. I think everybody likes shopping, but I think things are actually getting out of control for all of us. Yeah. And really, if you can focus on just decluttering area by area in your home, selling stuff, giving it away to somebody less fortunate than you, making a bit of money if you sell it, it's just easier for everybody. Yeah.
I suppose people do start off with all the best intentions to be organised, and it's like in the beginning of the year, everyone's got everything laid out and ready for the next day. But how do you consistently keep up with being organised?
I think it's make it everybody's problem. It's not just you know, your problem and what have you. It means that, you know, keep a shopping list on the fridge door, and if someone finishes the milk, then they need to write that down. I think make everybody accountable. It's not just one person in the home's job, and also I think to share responsibilities. Yeah, it's really important.
I'm really big on lists as well. I feel like if something's written down.
I'm obsessed with lists. Absolutely obsessed.
So what is the best way of making lists and schedules?
Well, I think it depends on what kind of a person you are. If you have migrated to using your smartphone and what have you, I think an app like Evernote is absolutely amazing. Google Docs is also brilliant because you can share it and other people can contribute to it. Okay. But I actually quite like everything on a hard copy. And having I have a shopping notebook and I have a life notebook.
I have it on my fridge.
Yeah. And I just, again, and my husband actually also has a separate list on our fridge, and then he just puts what he needs done during the week as well. So if somebody's, if he needs deodorant or something and I go into the shop, then I know, it needs to be done instead of he's saying, where's the whatever?
And what about your personal tips as a working mom?
WhatsApp's been amazing. We've got 2 teenage girls and a baby. So between the 5 of us, there's a lot to organise. So WhatsApp's been fantastic. We've got a family one. The kids can tell us what's happening in their lives.
It's
the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I found it a bit annoying when it's all about social stuff, but with the kids stuff, it's been great. The Google Docs has been fantastic. I'm always forgetting about social plans and engagements. So that's been great because my husband kind of takes care of that side of things.
Yeah. What about shopping tips?
Shopping tips, prepping. Or if you're shopping online, the great thing is if you go back as a repeat customer, your shopping list can be there. You can actually set it up and then...
And they store it.
Yeah,
so
they
you just
store it.
Place the same
Absolutely.
order.
So you can place the same order, add to it, and what have you. And what I like to do is actually print that out and keep that on the fridge.
Okay.
So then I can tick off what's needed, do one big shop a week, buy milk and stuff that can be frozen as well.
Yeah.
Because going to and from the shops 3 times a week it's such a pain.
I know, but you've got to leave 2 days for delivery if you're shopping online.
2 days for delivery, absolutely 2 days for delivery, and I try and leave 1 meal out so that we can go out or have takeout, and I don't feel like everything's building up in the fridge.
Yeah, I'm not a good cook, but I do make amazing reservations. What about preparation for kids' healthy lunch boxes?
I think key to that is fresh fruit and veggies, and especially, I mean, this time of year, it's fabulous. We're so lucky. There's so much around.
Yeah.
But getting them involved in it, I find that when you get kids involved in prepping, the lunch boxes seem to come back empty, and also to keep a snack box so that they can take what they want out of the snack box. There's always one choice, and they're not feeling hard done by either.
Now, I'm a big diary person. Are those old-fashioned diaries a little bit outdated, or is it better to
I don't think
go
so.
on
I'm
the
a
phone?
diary. I'm definitely a diary girl. Yeah, I like having a diary in my handbag and one stuck inside the pantry door so that we can see what's going on for everyone's social. There's just so much going on, after-school activities and social stuff. And
I know. If it wasn't for Facebook, I'd forget everybody's birthday.
well, exactly. I think it's worth once a year as well in actually transferring, maybe not all your friends, but certainly family birthdays and what have you, into a hard copy diary or calendar so that we know what's going on.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
It's such a
I feel
pleasure.
so much more organised already. Now, there you go. There are loads of practical and simple ways to make your life easier and more fun. Tap into some of those tips in order to allow yourself and your families time and space to live with a greater sense of well-being. And speaking of well-being, make 5 Roses Green Tea your beverage of choice this year. Not only will you find it enormously refreshing, but you'll know that every cup you drink is really good for you. To win a fabulous 5 Roses Green Tea gift pack containing perfectly pure green tea and green tea flavoured with lemon and lime, apple and pear and mint, simply SMS the keyword 5 Roses, your name and city to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50 and T's and C's do apply and are available on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. And until next week, remember, nobody makes better tea than you and 5 Roses.
How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.